Hello, everybody. This is Jay Kokorowski, senior writer at BadgerBlitz.com. Of course, your rival's home for all things Wisconsin athletics on the recruiting trail, inside Camp Randall Stadium, and of course, on the court of the Kohl Center. Happy Wednesday, everybody. This will be up on Thursday morning at the absolute latest, and another recruiting spotlight. We are just a week away from the early signing period. And guess what? We have another commit on here. We are very happy to welcome on 2022 wide receiver commit for the Wisconsin Badgers, Vinny Anthony II. Vinny, thanks for making time, man. How is everything going just a week away from the early signing period?
Yeah, everything's going good. School's going well. We finished our season with a pretty good season, and it's everything's been good for me.
Excellent. And then let's take a look at some of your stats real quick. We have a little slide of your, what you've done. 3-star recruit, 5.6 rating according to Rivals, 13 offers according to Rivals too, Cincinnati and Duke among them. You took an official visit to Wisconsin on the weekend of June 25th. And then, publicly you announced your commitment on June 30th of this year. Overall, how, by the way, for that matter, I think every week that we've seen, on Friday nights or Saturday mornings, we've seen you have some form of highlights up on Twitter, some and whatnot. How do you feel your season went?
I think it went really, really good. I mean, I got my goal of 1,000 yards this season, and I think we had a real successful season as a team. And me personally, I got the main goal that I wanted, and I feel like I just had a pretty good season.
And within that too, just I guess for fans that don't know, just how are you used within the offense, and just what positions did you play and whatnot, and just how do you feel you were utilized?
So I'll start on special teams. So on special teams, I was the returner. Or kickoff return, I was the returner, and punt return, I was the returner. And then I was also a gunner on punt, and then I think that was it for special teams. And on offense, I was just the outside receiver. And then, depending on the play, I would move inside and run the slot. And I was mainly known for the deep threat, like a deep post or a fade or something like that. Those are most of my plays. So that's what I'm really, I guess, good at. And that's how I was using my offense.
I guess within that too, what's the play or plays that stood out to you the most this season then?
I feel like in semi-state, going right before our state finals, I had a really good catch against Trinity. They're a good team that we actually lost to the previous 2 years, my sophomore and junior year. We lost to them in state, and then we played them this year, and we beat them both times in regular season and in the playoffs. And I feel like in the playoffs, I had a good catch in the end zone. It's on my Twitter if you wanted to see it. But, yeah, I feel like that was my favorite catch of the season.
And for that matter, where do you feel that you made your biggest jump, from your junior year to your senior year?
I feel like it was over the off season and really mentally preparing for my senior year, and knowing that just because I got the offer, some of my offers came in junior season, during the season, and I felt like junior season it was just trying to mix in and accepting the offers, knowing that I'm building up, getting better and better. Senior year, I was really focused on, okay, just because I have offers, I'm not I didn't want to think I'm that good and can just relax. I felt like I had to get better and better, and I just worked in the off season over the summer and coming in for the season. I feel like I just worked hard and knew I had a goal that I wanted, and that's what I strive for.
With moving ahead and looking at Wisconsin, you just had an in-home visit last week with some members of the Wisconsin coaching staff. For those that don't know, just what goes into in-home visit and just having, coaches come by, what's the discussion, is there food there, what's the process of it all?
Well, for my home visit, they came in the middle of the week, I think on a Wednesday, and it was during school, so they came during school, and they took me out of class, took me out of fourth period, and we were just in the in like a meeting room, and we were just talking like normal people, not like about future and all that. We just talked like they were just like normal people instead of coaches. It felt like, and that was really good to me. That really spoke to me, like that they're people first, then coaches. Like that, like it made a lot of respect for me, and then it was just a cool experience. We just talked like how they were doing, how the team was doing, and it was just a cool conversation. I had my mom and dad with me too, and they got to meet my coach and my AD, and it was just it was a good time. I can just tell that they're all genuine coaches and good people.
So within that too, just like how would you describe Paul Christ and Alvis Whitted, who's going to be your future position coach for the latter? How would you describe them as people for us in the media or reporters or fans? They may not know what who the coaches are, but how would you describe them in person?
I think they're both just real people. You see some people that like act different behind the scenes and all that. I feel like they're natural all the way through, and I feel like when I talk to them, I'm just comfortable with them, and they're just good. They're just good people. They're just good men. I feel like they're good family men, and they care about who's going to be a part of their family. And I think I really got that feeling when I met them the first time and in this in-home visit. I just feel like they're uh, both genuine men, and I got a lot of respect from both of them.
And so within that too, Vinny, I guess how did the relationship with Wisconsin all start? I know you committed during the summer, but when did communication begin between you and Wisconsin?
Um, I can't exactly describe when, but I just know it was like about mid to later football season, and I started talking to Coach Whitted and some of the recruiters, and just that's when the relationship started, and they just consistently kept talking to me and checking in on me. Like Coach Whitted always, every week he always hit me up, not to be like over the top about, hey, how you doing, but it was like a good amount of like, hey, how are you, just checking in, and it was just it just built from there. I felt like it was like a good amount of checking in and just talking like just a normal person.
And so within that too, just I guess what did for someone coming from out of state, what did you think of Madison on your official visit, and just what stood out to you that made you decide you wanted to be a Badger?
The city's beautiful. I mean, I heard about it and I saw like that Madison was like a top college city, but I mean, it's different seeing it like through the phone and being there in person. And it was really nice to see it in person on my visit. And that's really, I mean, it just felt like home. I mean, I like how it's not like a huge campus where you got to travel forever to get there. And I feel like it was just like everything, like all the buildings for like the education is not too far away where you have to travel a long time to get to a different class. I feel like the city's built just good overall, and I had a good vibe from all the fans and all the people in the city, so you can tell it's just a good city.
Within everything too, for I guess the offense, just how are they telling you that they want to use you within Wisconsin's offense?
Basically, we actually talked about it in the in-home visit, and that my dad had the same question, like how they would use me in the offense, how I would fit, and it's basically he's just gonna use whatever strengths he has on the field, basically, and then I felt like that's just how our team is. Like we're gonna use our strengths and go to our strengths on the field, and that's just I mean I like that because that's how you win the game. You go to your strengths and just build from there.
Then recruiting wise with the other commits, just how do you feel this class is bonding to this point, just a week away from the early signing period?
I feel like it's going to be a fun class, honestly, because when I first about when I committed, all of a sudden I got a couple ads on Snapchat, and then I was just in a group chat, and it was the all the other players that had committed in my class, and I'm still in the group chat, and we just talk like like friends, and I feel like it's going to be a good cool class.
Within that too, how do you feel this class of 2022? A week away. How do you feel it's going to finish out?
I think meaning like signing wise.
Yeah, just how do
Or
you feel it's going to close out? Or just what do you think even within that too? Just what do you think this class of 2022 will bring?
I feel like we're gonna hopefully bring a championship eventually. I hope this is gonna be a good class. I mean, we'll see when we actually get there and meet each other and start practicing and all that. But I feel like I have faith in our class, and I feel like we have a good class. We have a strong class.
Within that too, you committed in the summer. Have other schools sniffed around, checked in on you on your commitment status, and just if that happens as a commit, just how do you respond to that and dealing with that as a recruit? Where I'm sure, I mean, you received a random text and DM out of the blue from me to do this interview. Just like how are you responding to other schools that way that are trying to check in to see if you'd be interested in visiting or whatnot?
Actually, to me, I haven't gotten any like direct thing from a school. Like once I committed, I feel like they like backed off for a little bit. Then the season came, but my dad tells me he still gets stuff from coaches and all that, like from other colleges about if I would do something. I also get some stuff about track season. My track coach been telling me that he's getting stuff from like other colleges about, hey, does Vinny want to do this and this in college? And he's like, no, he's going to Wisconsin already for football. But no, I mean, directly to me, I haven't gotten anything, but through other coaches, I've heard that people have tried to talk to me, but they just, I know I'm going.
So for that matter, some quick hitters for you. You talked about track. Take it, track and field's been one of your sports besides football in high school you've played?
Yep. I played. I've been running track since seventh grade in middle school, and then it really started picking up in high school, and then it's just I played ever since, and just ran ever since.
Well, How has that helped you on the football field? Then, obviously, if you're running track, obviously speed and whatnot, obviously, but how
Yeah,
has track and field helped you?
I feel like it teaches me. Well, with the way our coach teaches, he teaches us how to run before we do run, and I feel like that's a good thing that he does, and it's helped me obviously become faster and just taught me how to run with better form and all that. And also helped me with my jumping ability, I guess, because I did high jump this last year for the first time, and I've done triple jump, and I feel like it just makes me a more, I guess, rounded athlete because I can use other abilities that I use in track on the football field. And I feel like that just helps me, like on the football field.
So I've asked a bunch of commits this as well. We see it with the players going through the Camp Randall arch before games and here in Madison, but you got the headphones on and they're in the zone, they're getting pumped or just whatever they do. So when you have those pregame, if you're either driving to a game or you're at home, it's your home field, so you're just doing stuff before the game. If you have your headphones on, what's the music that you're listening to that gets you pumped up?
You talking about like the artist or the type of music?
Both.
Well, I listen to a lot of artists, honestly, but the type of I mean, I listen to rap honestly before a game, and I'm always I was always the speaker man in high school. I have three Sony speakers that I'll connect, so every game away and home, I'm always bringing a speaker along with me, and so I'm always playing music. That's my thing. And sometimes I let other people play music, and sometimes I play my own music, but I listen to rap before games and some a lot of artists. Honestly, I don't have a specific favorite, but it's whatever gets me hype. Honestly,
Gotcha. Holidays are are coming up, or have been going on. Favorite holiday food?
Oh, ooh. Favorite holiday food. Oh, that's tough. I don't even know. I don't know if I have a favorite holiday food. I might just have to go with ham, honestly. I mean, I like ham.
Nice.
That's what comes to mind.
I'll say I'm looking in the background. I'm seeing Kermit. I'm seeing, is that Winnie the Pooh and then the Simpsons over there?
Yeah, I'm a little artist too.
Oh, are you?
I have a little. Yeah.
So you're coming from a house that loves Muppets, and so this is like we always watch Muppet Family Christmas on YouTube, and we're going to watch Muppet Christmas Carol coming up, and whatnot. In terms of artists, what do you like drawing?
Well, I did that over COVID. This isn't mine though. This is my girlfriend's. But I have done other art pieces. I've drawn a couple animals. It was for art class, honestly. I've done a dog before. I've done my own shoe. I did a portrait off of a picture, and just small stuff like that for class, and it just turned out pretty good, actually.
Awesome. I was saying, when it comes to that, like, do you do that often? Or like, how does that help? What does it do for you?
I mean, it's just it's something to do. Honestly, it's just to take time, and I like doing stuff like perfect almost. I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I mean, when I'm doing it, I'm gonna take my time, and when I get into it, I'm zoned in, and it's however long it takes, I'm gonna finish it.
And then going forward, I mean, what's going on for signing day? Are you planning on signing for during the early signing period, and what do you have going forward?
Yeah, I am going to do the early signing period next week. So we're going to have something for our school, and me and my other teammate are going to do it at our school on the 15th. So, yeah, I'm excited for it, though.
Excellent. And then are you planning on enrolling early, or are you going to come during the summer?
I'm going to come during summer so I can finish my track season and hopefully get a ring in track.
And then last question for you. What should Wisconsin fans expect from you coming up, once you get to Madison?
They should just expect a football player, honestly. Like I feel like I'm pretty good, but I have a lot to work on. And eventually, when it's my time to play, I feel like I'm gonna show what I can do, and that's really it.
Vinny, man, I appreciate you making time for us. Thank you again so much for doing this. Enjoy the early signing day ceremonies, and looking forward to covering you once you get up here to Madison.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Folks, that's Vinny Anthony II out of Louisville, Kentucky. And folks, real quick before we let you all go, make sure you like and subscribe to this YouTube page for BadgerBlitz.com. It's free, so subscribe just means you basically get a notification whenever we have new stuff out. We got more recruiting stuff coming up leading up to the early signing period. And of course, follow us on Twitter, and then like us on Facebook. Search Wisconsin Badgers on BadgerBlitz.com. We'll have more coming up this week with recruiting wise, and a lot more on Badger Blitz TV. We'll talk to you then.